Good evening, New Eden, and welcome to DNSBLACK CSM9 fourth video blog installment. I want to thank all those that have been giving me some really great questions, and the question I want to address tonight is the written word and my choice of using video communication and the need for the CSM to be able to write and communicate using the blog, and a heavy emphasis on the the CSM minutes in the writing and reproducing of those. So let me jump right into it. Can I be an effective CSM member playing to my strengths? Well, remember that writing of the CSM minutes, I think, is only one aspect of being a CSM member. I'm going to do my part to accomplish it, but I'm not going to overload myself. I'll take my part and I'll make sure that is done and is done properly. But that's not to say, it's just like building a team. You want to build a team, you want to play to your team's strengths. And my strength is definitely getting out there, get in front of a camera, and express my feelings, build ideas, get people to come together, and talk things out, and then transpose that down to paper. So my strengths play to the other parts of being on the CSM, which are those summit moments, whether I'm sitting in a teleconference over a video program, or if I'm actually in Iceland sitting at the table talking to the devs. Being able to communicate, listen effectively, and then communicate at those parts of being a CSM member, those events, are as important as producing the minutes and the grinding grunt work it takes. So yes, I'll be effective, whether it's written or whether it's verbal or video. As a CSM member, the delivering of information to the player base who are trusting us to sit there and, I guess, be the gatekeepers for the sandbox that we love, I can be very effective. The one thing that I find the minutes do seem to there's no set time frame. There's no seems to be the process is so inconsistent. We either get them too late, they're not done, they get returned. The horror stories that I hear and I read about, and listening to Trevor sometimes on some of the challenges. Because, people have busy lives. There are people developing a game. There are people doing things in real life. And sometimes those written minutes are a challenge to get produced, looked over, make sure there's no violations that are being sent out. And those minutes, as far as the NDA goes, all in a, sometimes it seems like it's the benefit of the minutes is overshadowed by the dev blogs that come out, and then the dev blogs always seem to beat the minutes on all the things coming up for these new expansions. I don't think we've really reached a balance yet with the whole minute production and the CSM. So some of those challenges I want to face in this next CSM is that minutes issue. Maybe take a look at the idea of CSM. Allow a CSM member to be elected, and then name a staffer. Name somebody who's really skilled at writing and can produce these things at a faster rate. Whether that person is maybe in real life a secretary that might work for somebody. That might be happening already, we just don't know about it. But I'm saying we need to look at the NDA and see if a person who's elected, who is a person who's part of the New Eden community, can bring somebody on as a staffer and hold them to the same laws as the NDA. They're not going to the summits or anything, but they are supporting that official. So I'd like to look at a CSM member getting a staffer to help take the workload off. Because the one thing I've seen consistently over the 9 CSMs, really over the last 4, Robert being with us, and speaking with some of the other CSM members that have left, the CSM is tasking in seeing new ideas, returning, giving feedback, and the communication back and forth is all there. That takes a lot of time, but it also bogs down and it comes against their gameplay. And a lot of CSM members kind of stop playing the game, and that needs to be lessened. We need these key, energetic individuals that make this universe unique to still remain in love with the space game that they're representing. So if there's got to be a better way to do the minutes. I know we tried the secretary at the meeting and the transcripting, and there's just got to be a better way. Maybe the better way might be video production, C-SPAN, having moments, taping some of the key CSM summit meeting and going through and editing them. Those could be some ideas we can look at. I think it'd be kind of interesting to listen in on some of the talks that are taking place at the table, and editing out the NDA minutes. I think we sell ourselves short by not including more video into this process, because people seeing things, seeing this unique coming together of player base and company producing the game, I think is a great selling point, not only for our game, but it's a great selling point to show that the human side of EVE is as important as the gaming side of EVE, and that's, again, what I keep calling the lightning in the bottle. So, as a body and moving forward, we can do more to get information for what is being discussed into the hands or the ears and the eyes of the people playing this game. And sometimes communicating to the camera directly and talking to the players that are in New Eden is as effective as setting out and writing I call it the CSM Bible. I mean, the minutes sometimes can be really ridiculous for the amount of work that's put in and the amount of time that people put forth to make these minutes right. There definitely is something. There's more that we can do. So to answer, I think, your bigger question, yes, I can write. Yes, I can type stuff. Yes, I can accomplish those goals if those are what's going to be asked of me. But it's not going to play to my strength. I want to represent New Eden using my strongest attributes. And I can do that better by video blogging. And if you hold that against me, I don't blame you, because some people really like blogs and they like reading, and it's part of who they are. But really, I want you to look at a team that you're putting together to go there and represent the player base. And I think I can be an effective member of that team. So I appreciate you watching the video. Enjoy the questions. Keep them coming. And time to log on, see what my boys are doing. Have fun, and good luck in New Eden. DNSBLACK's out.